time for us to build the environment. First of all, we want to go to the Unity Audio Assets folder, which we imported in the previous lesson. And we have three different images here. We have the environment, the tree, and the truck. If you click on any of these OBJ files, you're going to see lots of different settings here in the inspector. What we want to do right now, just to save time, is to make sure we select the Generate Colliders checkbox. This is necessary so the collisions between these objects and our first-person character, they're going to be working out of the box. So what you can do is select the environment, the tree, and the truck all at the same time by holding Command if you are on Mac, or Control if you are on other operating system. We're going to mark Generate Colliders here, and then you're going to press Apply. Okay, so once you do this, they're going to come with their own colliders. Now let's try something really quick here. I'm going to the hierarchy and expand the scene tree here. I'm going to drag this environment game object and drop here, okay, anywhere in the hierarchy. If you double click on environment, you're going to see it like this, okay, and you can control as usual in Unity. Just right click and use the WASD keys. Everything is white right now. If you expand the environment game object and you look here, you're going to see that we have all of the expected settings like mesh filter, render, and the collider, and we have some sort of material window here. You can see environment matte, but you can change things here. You can change its texture, but we need to do this so we're able to see the colors and the grass and you know, this little castle building that we have here. So one more time, we need to do another adjustment in our object files. We're going to select the three of them. We go to Materials here, and we're going to click Extract Materials. So we're going to be able to change what's going on here. So we click on Extract Materials. It's going to ask for us to select a folder. We can select this one, Unity Audio Assets again. Just hit Choose. And once you do this, the materials are going to be created. We have these three files here, and we can change them as we want. We can change colors, we can make them metallic, change textures, okay? So now, if you look at the environment matte here, you can see that settings are no longer grayed out. So what we're going to do to make this work is basically select this environment image. I'm going to drag and drop here in the albedo map setting. Once you drop, you're going to see everything here. Okay, we have the ground, we have this little castle with a room, and we have the entire grass here, this grass yard. The color is a little bit gray in the texture, so if you want to use maximum brightness, you can just slide this up all the way to white. So there are going to be no tinting applied. Okay, so as you can see, we have this nice setting here. Okay, we have this place, we have this area here, which should work as a forest, and we have the outer forest, as well as a little track here where we can make trucks move around. Okay, now let's add the other things. I'm going to add a truck, so just drag and drop to the hierarchy. You're going to see the truck in this position, and to change its settings, you can select the truck material here, drag the truck image, and drop into albedo, so it's going to look like this. Okay. So now I'm going to move this truck to this position. Okay, actually this one for now. We're going to change it later, scale and all the other settings. We just want to build a very simple scene here. And now for the tree. Drag and drop the tree, change its position to somewhere like this one, for example. And now we're going to select the tree material, which is, let's see, this one. It's called the full matte for now. I'm going to drag the tree image, and I'm going to drop it in the albedo setting, which is right here. Just drag and drop, and you're going to see the tree looking like this. Okay, so with this, it's pretty much what's necessary to build this setting here. And now for the final thing, which is going to be adding our first-person character. If you look at the game window, this is exactly what the players see. So if you just hit the play button, you're going to see the game like this. The camera is inside the ground, okay, of this cave, of this room, and you can't move. You can't click, you can't move using the WASD keys. So this has to be adjusted. The thing is, we have a camera in our hierarchy, and you can even see what the camera is seeing here. but it's not how things are going to work for us. We need to delete this camera, okay? And if you look at the game window, you see that no cameras are rendering. What we need to do now is go to the standard assets folder. We select the characters folder, first person character, prefabs, and then we drag the FPS controller here in the hierarchy. Now we're going to move this a little bit to the side here. Okay, notice that you can't see it, but you're going to see this working very soon. Okay, let's get closer to see where it is. It's still under the ground, so we move up just a little bit so it can touch the ground. And now if you look at the game window, you can see things from the player's perspective. And now if you press play, you're going to have your character here. If you look around with the mouse, well, it's going to work. And if you walk, you're going to hear the footsteps of the player. Like this. If you press space, you can jump. And if you are walking, if you hold down the shift button, you're going to run. Okay. Also, if you want things to be rendered faster, you might want to change the aspect ratio here. I'm going to 4:3, so it's like we're looking at the game through an iPad. Okay. And notice that you can't walk inside the truck or the tree because of the colliders that we marked for the OBJ file. Okay, so that's pretty much what we need to build this entire setting. Now, to make sure we're going to save our scene on every lesson, we need to go to the Assets folder. We're going to create a new folder here, and I'm going to call this Project. And now we're going to hit File, Save Scenes. I'm going to rename this to Game, and save it in the Project folder. So everything we make inside Unity, we use the Project folder. Okay, so we save game here. Now that everything is saved, we're going to move on to the next lesson to understand how audio works in Unity and do a few little cool things.